Howdy guys and gals, Mikey V here with another hunt through a box of pennies for the search for Wheaties, copper, and anything else that might be worth anything more than face value. I've already looked at all of these. There's not really much on the enders. There's an old Canadian on that one. It's a bunch of sealed enders. Nothing new, so there's no brand new rolls in this box at least. So at least I know everything in here is going to be circulated. I'll go ahead and open the one with the Canadian ender just to see if there's anything else in here. Now with the Canadians, I know I've said it probably a million times before, Canadian pennies, anything before 1997 is going to be copper. So if you are saving copper, if you get a pre-97 Canadian, you want to save it. Personally, the only ones I put somewhere special are the ones that are the King George, just because those are a lot older and they're just kind of cool, and also the bird cents for Canadians. But yeah, that is Canadian copper. There's another copper, American, 1967. It's a 2000, nothing special there. 2017 D, looks like junk, so I'm not going to save it. 1993, another junky 2017. Again, I am getting some moderns, but they are circulated at this point, so it's nothing really all that special with them. There's a 1995. If that's a plane, it could be a DDO. I'll have to look at that in more detail here in a sec. 93, 94. There's a copper, 1981. So I can't read the date on that, but it looks to be post 2000, so nothing all that special. It's not a shield. There's a 2017 P, but I've already got plenty of those. There's a plain 1990. Again, that could be the, well, 1990 is only going to be a proof, no S, so that doesn't look like it could have ever possibly been a proof. One way you can tell on the 1990 no S proof, even if it's heavily circulated, the circulation strikes on all pennies have like a beveled edge to them, and all the proof strikes are just a flat edge all the way around. There's no beveling whatsoever because it was never meant to go into circulation. Therefore, it doesn't have the circulation strike to it. So if you look at the edge of a 1990 that you think might be a proof that's in really good condition, like we found a really nice satin finish one on the last video. I looked at it, it's actually just a circulation strike. So that's one way for you to tell if you've got a 1990 no S proof. There's another copper. Looking like mostly I'm just going to get some copper out of this roll for the most part. I'm not really seeing anything all that spectacular. Yeah, there's another copper. There's another one. '87. There's an 82, but that's obviously a copper. Again, with the 82s, there are two different versions. There's the 82 that's made out of copper, and the 82 that's made out of the zinc clad. So that's an interesting one. It's not an off-struck, but on one side has a much larger edge than the other. Nothing all that special. I only keep them if they're off-struck on both sides, which means it was a misstruck coin. That's just a die rotation or a die error. They're still kind of cool to look at though. There's a really chewed up zinc penny. Another 2017. There's another copper. 1980, another copper. 83 can be a DDR, so I'm going to set that up there. I'll go over those later. I can't really read the date on that, but it looks like a 1990. There's another shield penny. Nothing special on the shield pennies. I actually hate seeing them now. I've seen so many shield pennies, it's not even funny. As far as I know, there's really nothing to look for unless you're trying to save the 2017 Ps. But I've got several rolls of them at this point, so I don't really care. 1980, there's another copper. Well, this box, this roll, is anything to represent this box. I'm going to be getting plenty of copper, it seems. Yeah, nothing else spectacular in there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 American copper coins and 1 Canadian copper. So a total of 9 copper pennies out of that roll. If I find anything on the other rolls, I'll show you. We have our first Wheatie. Only one row into the box. That's not too bad. It's a 1957 plain. It's in really bad condition though, but it's still a wheat penny. So we're on the board with wheat number 2. Just one roll later. It's a 1944 D. This one is in much better condition. Has the possibility of being a D over S, so I'll have to look at that a little closer later. But for now, I don't think it doesn't, just with the naked eye, I couldn't see anything. Same roll, second Wheatie of the roll, Wheatie number 3. It's a 1953 Denver. Wheat penny number 4. It's a 1954 Denver. Pretty good condition. So I just cracked this roll open. I don't know if you can see what I see, but right there is something that just doesn't look normal. Let's see if I can pull that one out. Huh. Well, that's strange. It looks like one of the experiment pennies that people do, where they either dip it in mercury or some other substance, but it's clearly silver. Maybe I should weigh it. It's 1971 Denver. Let's see what it weighs. It probably weighs slightly more than a copper penny if it's been coated in something. You're probably not going to be able to see. No, it's weighing right around the same weight, 3.1 grams. Huh. That's really, really weird. I'll have to take that to the coin shop and see what they say. It's only the second silverish penny I've ever found. The other one weighs more because it was coated in mercury, but that one weighs the exact same as a copper penny, which is really weird. Huh. Oldest penny of the box so far, but not the oldest one I've found to date. It is a 1918 wheat penny. Unfortunately, it's pretty slick. Otherwise, it'd be worth a little bit. Current state, it's probably worth about 20 cents. Wheat penny number 6, 1946, Denver, plain. Wheatie number 7, it's a 1934 plain. Back looks like somebody purposely scratched it up though. It's kind of weird. We still have 13 more rolls to go, so could break my record. You got 2 wheats in one roll, bringing us up to 9 Wheaties so far in this one box, which definitely breaks my record. We've got a 29 plain and a 44 plain. They're both in pretty good shape too. Final roll of the box gives us Wheatie number 10. It's a 1946 plain. Time for the wrap up. This is a giant pile of stuff that's going to be going back to the bank. Weighed all day 2009s, none of them are copper, to be expected. Pretty sure the satin finish copper ones only came out of special sets, and you'd be an idiot to break those up unless you were sending them in for grading. Here's the giant pile of copper pennies. This is just the junk copper that's going to be going back into the jar that I keep all my coppers in. And over here, we've got the copper 82s. I've already looked through. None of them are 82 Denver small dates, so those are all just going to go clumped in with the regular copper as well. We've got a bunch of old Canadian copper here. Some slightly newer than others, but still all copper. And we got a bunch of, we got 6 young head Vickies out of this one. And a really, really spectacular Canadian copper. I've never seen one that looked this nice before in my hunts. So that one's going to be kept somewhere special. Over here, we've got all 10 of the wheat pennies that I found, which is a record for me for a box. I've never found this many before. And we've got the toned coins over here. There's 6 interestingly toned ones. And then there's a miscut, slightly. It's on the front and the back. Obverse and reverse are both miscut. It's not that bad, so it's not worth too much, but I'm still going to keep it. We got the really weird one, the best find of the day, I think. It's a 1971 that's silver. I did re-weigh it. It is slightly heavier than a copper penny should be, so it's probably coated in something. But it's in really good condition. And then over here, I've got the pile of coins. I've decided from this hunt onwards that I'm going to start a book and put my coins into it. And then I actually came across 4 really nice versions of the 2017 Denvers that actually don't have any watermarks on them at all. So I'm going to keep those. I might send 1 or 2 in for grading, since I know those can fetch a good premium, since there's not that many of them. But whole bunch of everything, and I got way more copper than I got of anything else, I think. So it's tending to be a pretty good trend when I get a box of pennies that I'll get a decent chunk of copper out of it. I'd say that's at least 2 pounds there, probably more. Anyway, that's it for the wrap up. I will catch you guys on the next video. As always, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that bell is ringing so you get notifications of videos like this in the future. And I'm going to be doing a 100 subscriber giveaway soon. I am 14 subscribers away. I will post an actual rules video for it, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm going to be doing that coming up here in the near future. So here's the level before putting all of the copper from this hunt. I imagine it's going to go to about the halfway mark after all of this, but the sound of copper on copper is always satisfying. Not as satisfying as silver on silver, but still a semi-precious metal.
Now, granted, not all of the copper in there is from penny box hunts. Some of it is just from day-to-day change, but the majority of it is from just hunting through boxes of pennies. That one, actually, I'm going to save that one. I'm trying to save some of the nicer examples. Last handful here. As expected, it went up about an inch from the amount of copper volume that I just put in there. This thing already weighs quite a bit. I probably should weigh it and see exactly how much I have, although I have no idea how much the glass jar actually weighs. Anyway, I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye for now. Mikey V signing out.